Okay, everybody, it looks like the class is beginning, so we have a full class. We'll go ahead and begin. Okay.
Hello everyone.
All right, I think we can go ahead and begin. As a reminder, please check your microphone and also make sure that you're not playing both the YouTube video and the chat video at the same time. That's going to cause a really large background noise. If you do have any noise in the background, please also be sure to mute your microphone when you're not talking. Okay, just as a little bit of respect for everybody. All right, so it looks like we have here ready to go. I see many, many new faces. So let's go ahead and introduce everybody from the right to the left. Mr. Ziad Hosni, are you there?
Yes. Okay, my name is Ziad.
Wonderful. And where are you?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So should I go on?
Yes, please.
Okay, my name is Ziad. I'm from Egypt.
Wonderful. Which city in Egypt?
Alexandria, on the Mediterranean Sea.
Oh, Alexandria. Wonderful. Happy to have you here.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see. Looks like we also have Tim, as usual, from South Africa. Tim, I've missed you since I have been in Austin. How are you doing?
Nice to see you, Matthew. Fine. And you? You're looking good?
Oh, I think I had a pretty good trip. Let's see. We also have Mr. Mohammed Al Abdullah. How are you, Mohammed? I can't hear anything from Mohammed right now. Let's move on. We have Metin Boyu.
Yeah, hello. My name is Metin. I am from Turkey. I live in Istanbul.
Oh,
You know,
wonderful.
yeah.
Wonderful. Do you live in the European or Asian part of Istanbul?
European part I live in.
Wonderful. We're definitely happy to have you here today. Great. And we have Manu Kem. Mr. Manu, how are you?
Hello, my name is Manu. I'm from Spain. Nice to meet you.
Wonderful. ¿Qué ciudad en España?
Cartagena, Murcia.
Oh, wonderful. It's great to wonderful. Great to have you here. And we have Mr. Gustavo Mendoza. It's good to see you again, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm from Colombia.
All right. Great to see, well, it's great to have you again, Gustavo. I want to also see Gamzi. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine. I'm from Turkey.
Wonderful. And Gamzi, if you could remind me, you've been in my class before. Ma'am, what city in Turkey are you from?
Eskişehir. Do you know?
I'm afraid I don't. Can you tell me where it is?
It's near Istanbul and Ankara.
Oh.
It's very nice city.
Oh, I see. It sounds nice. Is it a big town or is it small?
Not big, not small. It's
So
middle.
medium.
Yes,
Okay,
medium.
wonderful. Happy to have you here. Let's see, Mr. Chuck Daniels. It's good to see you again, sir. How are you?
How are you, teacher? I'm good, very good, very good. And cold, but good.
Cold? Why's that?
Yeah, I no, it's so cold here in Dublin today.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, Chuck. Chuck. You're not from Ireland originally. What is your
no,
home
I'm from
country?
Brazil. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
from Brazil. But I
Chuck's
live in
ori-
here.
Yeah, Chuck is originally from Brazil, but he's living in Dublin, Ireland. So I think the climate is a little bit different than you're used to.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah.
A little.
I definitely, I can relate to you. So I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, because it's good the cold. You know, I like it. I lived in Spain the last 2 years, and that's okay. The cold there, but here it's more cold. It's coldest, and that's so crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. I'm originally from, as some of you know, I'm from Texas, and I moved from Texas to Stockholm in Sweden when I was a few years ago, and it was a huge change. It was a very painful change for my body, I have to admit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And let's move on. Ata, are you there?
Yes. Hi everyone. I'm from Turkey. I'm living in Istanbul as well.
Wonderful.
That's it.
Wonderful. Great to have you here. So, guys, today is one of my business courses. In this course, we focus, it's just kind of general. We focus a lot on major topics. We talk a little bit about everything from industry is to business vocabulary to the very basic things,
Thanks
all
to
the way
God.
to complicated issues. I'm sorry.
Thanks to God. Finally, I can join.
Oh, wonderful, Dokan. It's great to have you. I'm sorry, my classes fill up quickly. You have to fight a little bit.
It's dramatically true.
Yeah, I think it's the same with every teacher. I think last class was really fast too. Those of you who are asking in the chat, how can you enter? You have to wait until there's an opening spot. There's 9 students allowed at once. If you see somebody leave, it's possible to steal their spot. It is very possible. Sebastian says that I'm famous. I don't think so. That's not possible. I just think that all the teachers at Verbling are becoming popular these days, especially I think especially Lisa and April and other sports Matthew. So let's go ahead and begin. So today, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Matthew. I'm also a teacher here at Verbling. I'm originally from the state of Texas. My background in business mostly in... Gokhan, do you mind checking the sound on your microphone? You're having a lot of background noise.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay. My background's mostly in the government part of business, the government regulation part of business. So sometimes business owners would not be happy to see me. Thankfully, Michael and the Verbling staff don't mind me too much, even though I'm a government person. Hi, Michael. Hi, Jacob. Thank you for letting me teach. So let's go ahead, and I want to go ahead and just get an understanding of what everybody's industry is. Ziad, may I ask you, what is your job or the industry that you work in, or that you're interested in?
Well, I'm just graduated from the Faculty of Engineering, but
Congratulations.
right now, thank you. But right now I'm not working. I'm gonna work maybe on Monday. I start working as a customer service representative.
Oh, so a lot of we would say in English, public relations. You have to have strong people skills. Always smiling and being so patient. Hello, everybody. It's wonderful to meet you. Please don't scream at me today.
Yeah, somehow.
Right. It can definitely be a little... what kind of customer service company will you be working for?
It's called Sutherland. It serves UT and T, I believe, a communication company in the US.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So your customers, they will be Americans calling because they have problems with their account?
Yeah, it's I'm in the billing department. I'm gonna be
Oh,
in the billing department, so
heaven help you.
I hope they are gonna understand me.
I think maybe most of your customers won't be too bad, but maybe you might have some stressed out customers. All right. And guys, as a reminder, I am hearing some background noise. Go ahead and mute those microphones, okay? Or I'm going to have to mute you, not because I dislike you, but it's out of love. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I hear some people that are a little loud, so I'm going to mute your microphone just so we hear everybody. And so customer service, but an engineering major. And Tim, if I remember right, you're interested in hotels and hospitality. Am I right?
Yes, you're right. And also marketing and sales.
And also marketing and
Also,
sales.
yeah.
All right, so that's a little bit related to Ziad's field, a lot of public relations. It's great.
Customer relations. Yeah.
Yep, a lot of customer relations, making the customer happy or at least not angry.
Yeah, exactly. We have to make customers very satisfied.
Or we would say customer satisfaction. That's right. We have a saying: the customer is always right, because we have to make the even if they're wrong, the customer is always right. Am I correct?
Right.
I am not agree with you.
I know sometimes they're so frustrating, but we can never get angry at a customer. Otherwise, we may get fired, right? It's a little sad, but true. Metin, what is your industry or job, or what industry are you interested in?
Okay, I work as an electrical engineer.
Awesome.
Yeah, I worked in a company which is a power energy company, and we built wind farm, wind energy, and our company has hydropower and hydropower plants. We are built and sell by generally renewable energy.
Renewable
plant.
energy.
Yeah, renewable energy plant. And generally, for example, we work with the German company to buy the turbine, wind turbine.
Good. So you have to sometimes talk to international partners to get the wind turbine or wind engine, I guess, that you need to use for your wind farms.
Yeah. We are. I am talking with the German engineer and international foreign engineer sometimes, and I join the meeting with them. Yeah, that's all.
Wonderful. That's actually a very difficult position. Not only are you an engineer, but you also have to have very strong social skills or people skills, so you can get the parts you need.
Yeah, sometimes it's difficult to talk with this engineer, but I understand generally. I cannot speak fluently. And yeah, that's all.
Great. Well, I'm very appreciative of you sharing with us. That's a very challenging job, I think so. Okay.
Yeah, it's a difficult position, and sometimes, for example, I must read contract. This contract is English, and sometimes I review the proposal. That's English. I can read, but difficult speaking more than difficult to read and understanding.
Definitely. Yeah, I think it can be actually very challenging sometimes, but
Yeah.
all the same, thank you for letting us know. Khan, are you there?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing fine. Khan, I think you're playing the YouTube video in the back. Could you turn it off? Because we can hear the kind of double sound.
Yeah, okay. There is just one window is open and it's only
Yeah.
yours. So, should I leave?
No, no, no. Maybe just mute when you're not talking. That's all. So, Khan, what country are you from?
I'm from Turkey, Istanbul.
Oh, Istanbul.
Spoke before, I think, one time, just one time.
Oh, fantastic. Happy to have you here. And what is your job or industry that you're interested in?
Oh, fine, okay. I studied at the cinema and TV faculty in university. Then I passed, and my childhood was to be a pilot. Now I'm a pilot.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, yeah, but the jobless pilot because just 2 weeks ago I graduated from flight school, and now I'm applying the jobs for Turkish Airlines. Maybe you heard before.
Of course.
Yeah, maybe I will join the Turkish Airlines.
That is so cool. Wow. That's wonderful. It's great to have you here. It's the first time we've had a pilot. Yes. Great to have you. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead. Gustavo, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Wonderful. And Gustavo, may I ask you, what is your... Could you share your industry with everybody?
Well, I'm a veterinarian, but right now I'm not working right now.
Mm-hmm. Right now, that's right. And what did you study in university?
I am a veterinarian.
Oh, veterinarian. Taking care of an animal doctor.
Yes.
Ooh, that's fun. So, did you recently stop taking care of animals?
What did you say?
I mean, did you just recently leave your job?
Yes, I recently leave my job.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Fantastic. But that's cool. First we have a pilot and a veterinarian. That's a really cool combination. Guys, just keep in mind, if I mute you, that just means that there's some loud noise that I'm making quiet. You can unmute yourself when you need to speak. It's just a little bit of politeness. But wow, we have customer service, an engineer who also has to be customer service, hotel and hospitality, flying and pilot, maybe for Turkish Airlines in the future, and an animal doctor. That's cool. When I was a little kid, I wanted to be an astronaut. So, wow. I kind of wish I had gotten my dream. That's cool. Okay, moving on. We'll go ahead and see Gokhan, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
So, Gokhan, what is your job? May I ask you?
Actually, I just graduated 7 months ago from my university. Yeah.
Wow, what did you study?
I studied in international relations, just like this.
Ah, diplomacy. Are you going to become... will you become a diplomat?
No, not diplomat. I'm gonna be... Actually, I wanna be an academician at university.
Ah, you want to become a professor?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. If God allows me, I'm gonna be, I hope.
That is cool. So, a future professor. Do you have your master's degree yet?
No, not yet, not yet.
So, yes, to be a professor, you need usually at least a master's degree, at least, and then probably a PhD later.
No, I'm just trying to master in America, so I need to attend some exam for this.
Yeah, you have to take the GRE.
Yeah.
It's a little difficult, I must warn you.
Yeah, so difficult, I know.
I remember when I took it, my head hurt afterwards. It was very painful. My brain was like... I don't want to do this anymore. It hurts, but it's necessary. Where are you thinking about going to graduate school?
Sorry, you are asking my university?
Where will you go to do your master's degree?
Actually, I don't know. It's not. Actually, I don't know right now because I have to learn consult on my consult. Sorry, not. Sorry. I'm gonna write. I need to learn my result of my exam, and then I'm gonna do my master.
All right. Well, we're all praying for you to have an incredibly high score so that you can go to a really, really good graduate school for political science or international relations. All right. Fantastic. And then, Gamzi, ma'am, what is your job or industry?
Actually, I have no job experience because I am a PhD student.
Oh yes! Wow, you are Gokhan's future.
Yes, maybe.
All
But
right.
our department is different.
What does your department research?
My department is molecular biology.
Oh my God!
So
Yes, and
Molecular.
I
I'm
study
gonna.
cancer cells to any people, any animal. Yes, very exciting experiment.
Do you see in the chat? Sebastian goes, "Wow." Ziad's face is this, and Brenda's face is.
Thank you, Sebastian. It's very different job experience.
Ow. You know, my degree is political science, and your degree is real science.
Yes, different.
So my brain is a little hurt. Gokhan, maybe you should go get a molecular biology master's degree.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe political science.
But I work in special projects, so little I worker.
That's so impressive. Which university faculty are you researching with?
It is a private university in Turkey, Sabancı University.
Wonderful. Well, it sounds very.
I have full scholarship.
That sounds It sounds fantastic. I believe somebody said earlier it was a very famous university.
It's very private university, and I have full scholarship.
Oh my God.
Yes, I don't have to pay any money.
Well, officially, Gamzi is the smartest person. She's smarter than me, so, Gamzi, would you like to teach this class instead of me?
No, I need more practice because my speaking is very bad. I know.
No, actually, you sound like you sound like a wonderful academic. Gokhan says, "Wow, this is a perfect university. I must be on you." And Brenda goes, "Oh my God, I know because of the fans. Wow, everybody's so impressed. I'm impressed. I'm a little
Thank you
intimidated."
very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, and Chuck, you're in Dublin now as a student, right? Chuck?
Okay, my microphone is on mute and I didn't see. Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. I'm here to learn English.
Oh, which university are you studying at?
I'm studying in a college here. The name is ECM, European College Management. Yeah, but just to the English course, because actually I'm a lawyer. Yeah, and I live in Spain, and I did my master there in international law, and I need the English, and because that I moved to Ireland to learn English.
Of course, it's necessary to improve your English since international law. Well, of course, the legal code the international language, of course, is English in most diplomatic jargon. So yeah, it makes sense.
And to travel too is the same. Even travel, okay, I need the other person to talk and with the people because I can't speak English. It's the same in my office. I have a business partner and he speak English and I don't, and that it's not good to, you know, to go and you have a meet with the clients. Okay, and he speak English and I'm not, and so crazy, and it's
You
not good.
need you need to have your own independence so you can conduct
Yeah,
negotiations.
yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah, and I moved to here because I'm very shy, you know, and if that.
Really, a shy lawyer? I cannot imagine.
No,
No,
yeah, it's
no
different
way.
when I'm working, when I in my personal life, you know.
Of course, of
It's
course.
the same with the Superman, you know. I I put the glass, I'm a person, and when I take the glass, I'm another
Are
person.
you trying to tell us, Chuck, that you're Superman?
No, unfortunately not. Yeah, no, sorry.
I got
Not in
excited from
this
it, but
life.
I think the Irish people are so friendly that it
Yeah,
forces you to be.
yeah. Because that I improved my English, and when I arrived here, I didn't speak English, nothing. I can't speak in English, and
Well,
now
I
I can
think
improve my
I
English.
wonderful. It's great to have you. That's a wonderful story. Atta, are you there, sir?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, wonderful. We can even see you a little bit. I wanted to ask, what is your profession? What is your industry that you work in?
I work with one of the biggest retail sales company in Turkey.
Oh.
Recently, I tried to export products for my company.
Oh, so you work in a trade, an international trade, and export and
Yeah,
import.
national trade. Yeah,
Wow.
sure.
Perfect. The economic version of Gokhan's study, international trade. Excellent.
Yeah.
So, I think you must talk with so many international partners, Atta. Is that true?
Yeah, actually, I'm already talking with many customers and many people. But as you know, there's huge vocabulary capacity in export and import sector. I have to improve much more than now. So I just seen this website, web link, and this is my first time. It's gonna be useful with you.
Absolutely. We're happy to have you. I think you'll realize this is kind of a unique way to learn English or just to meet people. To be honest, I mean, of course, we all have instant messenger, we all have email. We can even have an online class, but not like this. This is kind of new technology. I really love this teaching method. I mean, so many different classes, so many different countries, so many different teachers. It's a wonderful method. This is great. I think let me summarize who all we have here. We have Ziad, who works in customer relations. Tim, who specializes in hotel, hospitality, and customer relations. Metin, who is a engineer who also deals with customer relations. So that's a little stressful.
Yeah.
We have Khan, who's a freaking pilot, which is awesome. I'm not gonna. I'm sorry. That makes my evening because that's like when you're a little kid. You always say, "I want to be a policeman. I want to be a firefighter. I want to be a pilot. I want to be an astronaut." And he's actually a pilot. That is cool. Sorry. We have no problem. Wow, I feel like a little kid. And we have Gustavo, who's a veterinarian, an animal doctor. We have Gokhan, who just finished his bachelor's degree in international relations, preparing to go to graduate school. We have Gamzi, who's a PhD student in molecular biology at one of the best universities in her country. Wow.
Thank you.
No problem. We have Chuck, who's an international lawyer, a lawyer specializing in international law with a degree from Spain and originally from Brazil, and he is studying in Ireland to improve his language and negotiation skills. Fantastic. And then Atta, who works in international trade, negotiating with foreign companies to export products for his company. So this is, I think, one of the most diverse classes in business or industry that I've ever taught. This is great. So many different industries here, from hotels to airplanes to trading to biology. That's fantastic. I'm so excited to have everybody here. My own background, I'm kind of half a school teacher and half in politics and government. So I have a very strange work schedule, I guess. It's a little different and weird, but I love my career all the same. Deeply, always appreciative to our wonderful staff in Verbling for their flexibility. I love you guys. I think sometimes Michael and Jacob and them can hear me. The CEO from Verbling, they watch the show, the lesson sometimes. So I'm always like, thank you guys. I appreciate you. So this is a question I want to ask each of you. In all of our, if you have to think about it, in all of our industries, we have one thing in common. All of us have to deal in some way, maybe it's different, but in some way with customers. With some it's obvious, customer service, obviously you deal with customers. But a pilot, you deal with your passengers. Gustavo, he has to deal with the owners of the animals he takes care of. Gamzi, maybe she doesn't deal with customers specifically, but she could deal with students and other PhD students and researchers. She does have to work with them, right? So, and of course, Atta has to deal with his trading partners. So my question to you, I'm going to open this for the whole class. What do you do when one of your customers gets angry? What is your best strategy to making them happy? And at least not anger attack you. I'm opening, anybody can talk now. It's open volunteer time. Who wants to go
Can I
first?
answer?
Yes, go ahead, Gamzi.
Okay. For example, I have to work my laboratory. It's very dangerous area because we work by cancer cells. So it's very dangerous, all of them. For example, my friends get angry in laboratory, so he or she dangerous others. So I absolutely stop them in laboratory. I have to do this.
Could you tell us a time that, could you give us an example of a time that this happened? Because that sounds terrifying.
Yes, it's happened. It was happened.
Could you please explain a little bit about the story? Because I think all of us are a little curious about this happening in your lab. Like,
okay, I explain.
Yes.
One day we did an experiment by using cancer cells. It's very dangerous. You have to use sterile condition. So my friend was angry with teacher. Then break some laboratory equipment. It's made of glass. So in laboratory it's very dangerous because we all condition is have to sterilize it.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Guys, this word sterile, it means clean and safe.
Yes, clean. Yes, clean.
Yeah.
So I have to stop her.
Wow. I think you're right. As a scientist, to make the experiment not only safe but accurate,
yes,
you must keep a sterile environment. Otherwise, not only is it dangerous, but the experiment is useless, and you can't use the result.
It's true. Yes.
Yep, you lose the scientific method. Gamzi, Eduardo wants to ask, Gamzi, do you work with viruses or bacterias?
No, only cancer cells, human cancer cells.
Oh, okay, so only portions of the human body. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay, that's great, but that's very important because as a scientist, you have to follow what's called the scientific method. And during the experiment part of the scientific method, you have to be very strict and have to be very safe and have to follow the rules exactly for the
Yes,
experiment to work.
it's
So
exactly true in laboratory.
yes, so I think you are correct to be a little strict. I think so. It's the correct
Yes,
way.
unfortunately.
No, not unfortunately. Good. Thank God you acted strict. Otherwise, maybe there would be a laboratory explosion and we might all be dead right now. Gamze, you're a hero. Thank you so
Yes, my
much.
friends did it.
Oof. But that's that.
Explorer laboratory last year.
Whoa, what is that? Whoa, so a laboratory exploded?
Yes, it's chemical
Oh,
laboratory. Last year, it's exploded.
At your university?
Yes. We only hear a sound, then we left laboratory.
Big explosion or small?
Not big, not small, medium, but it was very dangerous.
Not a big explosion.
Anyone injured?
Yes, 2 people.
2 people injured.
Not kill, but little wound.
Oh my God! This is a little terrifying. But I think it's funny. You said it's not a big explosion, not a small explosion,
Yes.
medium-sized explosion, just like your town.
A chemical material in refrigerator exploded. Yes. But all scientists, it is normal condition. We have no panic. It's very normal.
You're a real. Brenda said. No. Ziad says she's a real scientist.
Thank you very much.
And Eduardo says now the experiment is on the street. Yay!
Yeah.
Well, that's an interesting turn on customer relations, but I think, yes, that shows us what can happen if you are not strict and not safe with your experimental conditions, because maybe one of your researchers will get lazy and not follow the safety rules, and then you have a really not a small or medium explosion, but big explosion.
Yes.
Boom. So who wants to go next? What do you do with an angry customer or disrespectful, like Brenda says, customer in your job? Anybody can answer.
Right.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Metal?
As you know, all customer want their benefit because if you're talking about money or trade something, it's so hard to understand each other.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to keep calm firstly, and then we have to try the other guys try to keep calm. It's difficult. Sometimes it makes me angry, but we have main targets. We have to each month we have to sell our product, or we have to buy cheapest price. So it's dependable my behavior or my daily life. Sometimes I become good, but sometimes it's so hard.
I can imagine
Yeah.
these kind of negotiations. For your company, you also have to worry about finding the cheapest price, because
Sure.
sometimes you have to pay a tariff or a tax when you import a good. So because you have to pay this tax, you need to find the cheapest good so you can save money. And it can be so stressful, I think, when you're negotiating a price. Definitely. Definitely.
If I discuss someone, it's makes me hard all my job. so I have to keep calm.
Keeping calm. So, Atta's case, when he's negotiating a price for an import, he doesn't scream or yell. He doesn't, get angry. His answer is to always keep calm. And I like Atta. I don't know if you notice, even right now, your voice is completely relaxed and completely calm.
My voice is always this time. Even my writing is the same. All customer says your writing is so polite and so relaxed.
Definitely. You have
like this.
You have a diplomat's voice, very relaxed and calm, and it makes me want to sort of lay back and drink a beer, and I don't feel stressed out. It sounds great.
There's no way to be successful. I don't know any way to be successful.
But I think your recommendation is very true. If you have to deal with an angry customer, the best thing you can do is not get angry, because if they're angry and you're angry, it's useless.
If anyone is angry, I don't care. Just I'm doing my business.
That's
I'm
right.
not interested in any argue, any fights. If you say something in the traffic as well as, I don't care. I'm not turning on anyone. I'm going on my way.
Atta, you're a better person than me. Definitely
But
so.
I think your job is very difficult.
As you know, life is already so difficult, and business life already so difficult. Why I try to weigh another phrase?
That's Atta, in the Verbling chat, I use this phrase. In English, we would say, you're saying, don't start drama. Just don't cause drama. There's no reason. I think, Metin, you were going to say something?
Yeah, for example, some customer is angry. I told him or her, you are right, and I am asking, would you like to drink something? And then sorry, this is our mistake, and I will solve the problem. That's my answer for the angry customers.
What kind of Metin, what kind of drink do you give the customer?
Beer.
What he or she would you like to? But generally coffee or tea, and I like that.
I got a little excited, like,
but
well.
it is related to customer.
I think so, and that's a very, I think, useful suggestion. Maybe sometimes showing, we would say in English, generosity to an angry customer. Even if it's something cheap like water or tea, it makes them relax. Like, oh, I'm being respected. I'll shut up. I'll stop screaming. I'll calm down. I don't need to be angry. Blah blah blah. Right.
Also,
go ahead, Tim.
It's cause a misunderstanding. If you give them drink or something like that, maybe they think it's like a bribe.
Hey, does anybody worry here? Tim brings up. Does anybody worry that if you give them tea or coffee, it might be considered a bribe, or would it only be a bribe if it was money?
It is. I think it's not a bribe.
Not in your country. It would, but if you gave the money, maybe it would be a bribe.
To solve the problem. It's another solution.
I'm not going to endorse that. I'm not going to recommend that to anybody as a business practice. But I think Tim has a point here. I mean, of course, I think most of our countries, if you offer tea or coffee to a customer, this is a common practice. In America, it's very common as well. It's even in the bank. or the retail store when you go in. But if you offer the money, maybe that's the point where it's not a gift, but a bribe. Hey, take this money and, do what you want to do. Anybody else who hasn't had a chance to speak? Ziad, Gokhan, anybody wants to recommend? What do you do with an angry customer that's ticked off and angry?
I can go ahead, alright.
Oh, go ahead, Gokhan.
And if I'm gonna be academic, and my job is so easy because my customer is gonna be my student. So just straighten with Mark. And it's so easy. And that's all.
Yeah. I think.
Matthew?
Yes.
Hi. I have too many stories because I worked as a flight attendant before my starting pilot college. So there are so many angry passengers.
You were a flight attendant?
Yeah.
I want to tell you, Khan, I am so sorry for everything I have ever done to a flight attendant in my life. If you know any flight attendants in the American airline industry, tell them I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be a bad person. They have such a stressful job.
Sometimes it's stressful because of generally they are going to another place, so they have stress on their life because of the journey, travel, and also somebody has the plane scary, that's why sometimes they are aggressive and they are coming to aircraft and they cannot find anybody except you, except flight attendants, because they cannot talk with the other passenger or with the pilot. Everything is talking with the flight attendant, but it is the most important point. They talk us. They mean the company talk us. If the passenger is angry, you have to convince them, and you want to solve the problem. That's the important point. If they feel that you want to solve the problem, and they help you. Otherwise, they cannot help you, and they are getting more aggressive and more aggressive. That sometimes they are, the over flash point. That's the important point. You have to convince them. How can I say? You want to solve the problem. That's all.
So
and they cannot. They can feel that.
Yeah. So Khan says we must convince the customer that we wish to solve their problem, because if they think that we're going to try to solve their problem, they cannot complain or whine so much.
May I tell the story?
That's please go ahead.
Yeah. In Turkish Airlines, there are two kinds of meals we were serving. Okay. Sometimes, for example, the chicken and chicken or pasta. And sometimes, after, for example, 5 hours, and the pasta has been finished. Okay, so that's just one thing we have to serve it, the chicken, and we cannot go to restaurant. We cannot go to other place. We can buy the meal which they want. So you have to.
Atta, why did you mute? Khan?
No, it's sorry. It's
Khan, you accidentally got muted. Could you unmute? There you go. Could you continue, please?
Yeah, of course. Sometimes the pasta is finished, and they want to eat pasta, but you cannot buy from the restaurant. You cannot land for the pasta. Okay, you have to solve the problem in the air, on the air. For example, sometimes we were telling the the rules, and in airplane we got just for example 160 pasta, and it has been finished. What can I do? I can serve my meal. That's okay, no problem. It's crew meal, but I don't want to eat. If you want to eat, I can serve you. And then he continued. No, I don't want. Okay, let's bring me the chicken. No problem for me. If you convince them, that's okay. Everybody is okay, I think, and the problem can be solved.
I think that's actually a very that's a very I think it's a very methodical and useful way to look at it because to be honest uh, this is kind of a field where a lot of us I think don't appreciate how important customer service can be. A flight attendant doesn't have a lot of resources because they're in the air and there's not much that can be done, and there's really you kind of have to use your own personal skills. And I think it's very impressive that you have that. I didn't know that you were a flight attendant. It seems like such a stressful and difficult job, but also one where you become an expert at customer service.
Yeah, the flight attendant really stressful job, but I want to be a pilot, so it is way to be a pilot when I am studying in the university. But it was enjoyable because you don't have any, for pilots, it's too hard job. How can I tell? I don't know, but you have sorry. You have authority, and it is more serious job, the flight attendant. So we were relaxed because we are flight attendants. We are going everywhere. We are seeing all countries and all cities. When I was, I think, 24, I have seen over 20 countries.
200 countries?
20 countries, but
oh, 20.
Not going over 20, of course, maybe 40 or 50 countries I have seen from the airplane, but I saw from the ground, so we stayed over 20 countries. It was enjoyable and it was perfect.
Oh my goodness, that's so impressive. Guys, as a reminder, if I hear a lot of background noise, I am going to mute you. Just letting you guys know. Go ahead, Khan.
No, that's okay.
No, that's I mean that's such a fantastic story. No, I think it was such a unique story. You know, all of us, most of us have maybe flown on an airplane, but for many of us, I don't think we've ever thought about what it's like to be a flight attendant, except that it must be so stressful. Thank you for sharing that story. I've always been a little curious what it's like to be a flight attendant. That is so cool. I'm happy about it. I really like the way this class has turned out. Really am. Ziad, are you there?
Yep.
You've not had an opportunity to speak yet, Ziad. Would you like to share with us a little bit about your experience with customer service?
Okay, the first thing you have to do is try to comfort yourself. I mean, you have to make yourself calm if the other person is angry, and you can do that by telling yourself that he's angry at the company, not at you. So even if he insults you, don't take this personally. Just think that he's angry at the, and most of the time I feel I sympathize with the customer because most of the time it's the company's fault, or so. The next thing, I try to make him feel that his problem is is as if it's mine. I mean, I start working on solving the problem for him, so that he can chill out. And try to relax.
Oh, so have you run into any major or terrifying situations in customer service yet? Like a very angry customer? Ziad?
I'm sorry that your voice was broken.
Oh, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good. I was like, have
Yes.
you experienced a very angry customer yet?
No. I'm gonna start on Monday, so I'm just
Oh,
collecting some
that's
information
right.
about how to deal with the.
Well, God bless you. Have a wonderful time. I hope my countrymen are very friendly to you. Usually Americans, even if they are calling for customer service, usually they're not very angry. They're just confused or they want help. And if you help them, they're generally nice. Sometimes, though, you will find somebody who's a little, well, you know, not particularly
It's
happy.
not a problem. As I said, it's gonna be like they're angry at the company, not at me, so it's no problem.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Gustavo, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
I would like you to finish us out. Has there ever been a time in your time as a veterinarian and animal doctor, has there ever been a time where a pet owner for one of the pets that you helped got angry at you for service?
Yes, many times.
Ooh,
Many times.
how
I
do you
have
handle that
to manage.
situation?
Well, I try to calm down and try to hear the person and try to know why he's angry and try to explain the situation, because sometimes people get angry because they don't they don't understand the situation, and so I have to explain the situation, and this is.
Mm. Gustavo, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, good. Guys, I was just as a reminder, if you have any background noise in the back, I am going to mute you, not out of being mean or not wanting to everything, but we can't let somebody, we have to be sure that we can hear who's speaking. It's just a little bit polite. So, Gustavo, I think many times you worry maybe the customer is a little bit upset because of what happened, if their pet's maybe going to pass away or die, and that must be a very difficult time for you as well, as a doctor. So
Yes.
mm,
Yes, it's difficult because for many people the pet is like a son.
I think so, like a child.
Yes, and the relationship between the owner and the pet is very close, and that's why they gets angry sometimes, because they are worried about their 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 pet, about the health of their pet.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to do my best, but sometimes it's impossible for me mm, save the life of the animal. So it's difficult sometimes.
I think so, and I can't imagine it. It must take a lot of empathy and patience. But thank you for sharing with us, guys. I really want to congratulate. I know we had a few new people come in. I wish that we would have still time to talk. Unfortunately, the class time is up. Just as a reminder, we'll have classes throughout the evening today. But I really want to thank everybody who had a chance to speak. We had such a diverse group of industries and companies and job professions represented today in class. Everybody from PhD students to master's degree students, pilots to animal doctors, international traders to hotel and customer service specialists. I really want to give credit to everybody for sharing, because customer service is something we all have to do, regardless if the customer is a student or a scientist or a passenger on an airplane. And I want to thank everybody for their advice and sharing their stories today. And we will have an hour break. And I will see everybody, if you're interested, in 1 hour for my music class. Have a good evening, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Thanks for your time.
Bye.